film, Facelift. The story of the film begins with an old woman named Virginia. We see her waking up in the morning and staring at the mirror. Her face is frowning and saddened by the aging that has made her look older than her age. She tried to hide it with makeup, but it didn't work. She got annoyed and upset, so she went to her daughter named Faye and told her that she wanted to have a facelift. Faye replied, telling her to accept her face because she was a grown woman and that cosmetic surgery wouldn't change anything about her life. Virginia got angry and left her. On the way, she glanced out the window and saw a man named Bernie. Faye told her that Bernie had broken up with his wife and was currently in a depressed state. Virginia abandoned her makeup plans and went to the supermarket to meet him. She had loved him for a long time and was waiting for an opportunity to get closer to him. Indeed, she saw him there and started asking about himself. Bernie confided in her, saying, "I'm in a bad state because I've just broken up with my wife and went through a rough phase. Eventually, I was able to cope with it with Gacy's support." Virginia recognized Gacy as her close friend from school days, despite them being the same age. Gacy had always admired Virginia and did not want to argue about the facelift. During their conversation, Bernie excused himself to shop. Virginia took advantage of the opportunity and asked Gacy about protecting her skin from wrinkles. Gacy mentioned undergoing surgery with a particular doctor and gave Virginia the doctor's card. The next day, Virginia immediately visited the clinic and met the doctor named Pearl. Virginia expressed her loss of self-confidence due to wrinkles preventing her from looking in the mirror. The doctor replied, "I'm sorry I can't help you if you lack self-confidence. Surgery should enhance existing beauty. If you don't believe you're beautiful, I won't proceed." Virginia pleaded, "You're my only hope. Please help me accept this appearance." The doctor agreed to perform the surgery on her request. She showed Virginia pictures of celebrities whose lives she had changed through successful surgeries, thrilling Virginia. The doctor presented the bill. The surgery costs $250 million. Virginia returned home upset, lacking that sum. She called her business manager, explaining the urgent need for $250 million. He warned, "Your husband's debts are your responsibility. Selling your car will incur losses and possibly force you to sell the house." Virginia insisted on selling it, promising to cover the rest. The following morning, Virginia noticed Gacy and Bernie through her window, upsetting her deeply. She cried, realizing Gacy was Bernie's ex. Virginia hurried to the hospital, informing the doctor she only had $150,000 due to her husband's death and mounting debts. The doctor agreed to perform the surgery for free as long as Virginia kept her youthful appearance secret. Virginia signed the papers, eagerly ready for the surgery. During the procedure, the doctor administered a sedative. Virginia witnessed the doctor and nurses conversing oddly, but dismissed it as hallucination. Upon awakening, Virginia returned home. Her ex-wife saw Virginia and the hidden surgery screen, realizing her mother underwent cosmetic surgery. She confronted Virginia angrily, reminding her of their $3 million debt and urgent repayment. Virginia defended her decision, claiming she could handle it. Later that night, Virginia heard strange noises, growing terrified. Her ex-wife returned, comforting Virginia. The next day, Virginia apologized for her outburst. Her ex-wife explained, "Cosmetic surgeries don't cause bruises or pain." Worried, Virginia consulted the doctor, who assured her the surgery went well. The doctor suggested another hospital for constant monitoring. Virginia hesitated, but was convinced by Faye to investigate the doctor. Upon arrival, Virginia found the hospital deep in the forest, heavily guarded. The doctor greeted her, promising mental support to improve her psychological state. She led Virginia to her office, assuring her, "Today, I'll remove the bruises in front of everyone, motivating them." Virginia agreed. Meanwhile, Faye followed and was caught by the guard who escorted her home. That night, everyone gathered in the garden. The doctor introduced Virginia to the group, allowing her to share her story. Virginia, age 60, recounted her husband's death and debts her self-loathing due to facial and body bruises and her psychological struggles. She praised the doctor for bringing happiness, despite not yet revealing her face. Suddenly, the guard interrupted, accusing Faye of unauthorized entry and spying. Faye warned Virginia of danger, urging her to flee. Virginia apologized to the doctor, disowning Faye as her daughter. The doctor ordered Faye's removal, then began to heal Virginia's bruises. Upon completion, Virginia looked in the mirror and was horrified. Her face transformed into a pig's. The doctor, not stopping at her face, also turned her hand. Revealing her true identity, the doctor confessed, "I lead the Devil's Slave Association. The surgery was a sacrifice. Rituals give you a chance to live if you reach the ocean before capture. Capture means death." Virginia fled into the forest, desperate to reach the ocean. Guards pursued, injuring her leg. Despite resistance, Virginia reached a tunnel, emerging on the other side. Shockingly, she encountered Bernie and fled again. Gacy appeared, revealing Bernie's and her involvement in the group targeting Virginia. Guards apprehended Virginia, intent on killing her. Witnessing the murder, Faye wept. The doctor declared, "We kill those who don't love themselves. Your real mother was one of us." Shocked, Faye recalled her mother's gift, a cockroach's head, linking it to the doctor's insect-like face. Faye joined the group, now marked by a cockroach's head. This concludes the movie.